Picking it up from the
actual
inside. So it's not that.
Let's please stand for the playing of the national anthem.
We could almost get audio just by going with the mic on the computer if we have to. Testing 1 2. Testing. We got audio now. Let me just try to do one more thing real quick. I went. Oh no! I want to try one more thing real quick just to see if we can get both of them. Yeah, and then we'll be good to go. All right.
We got Coach.
Which one is that?
This one right here is the one going from back here. So this one goes to the green, right?
I don't know him. Great man. Is he? I was bugging him when I called him.
Is it green?
The one.
Here,
Hang on.
Coaches Michael Bennett. I just want to know, why don't you have Mason playing varsity?
Okay.
It just kind of, it was silent for a little bit. Yeah, how do you answer that?
Goes in here. And then
this one right here is going to the green port, right?
No, it goes into the mic.
Mic, okay.
Yeah, and then the other one comes into comes out of the green.
Okay. We can do
Yeah.
that. What's the other one at?
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. It's kind of low, but we got it. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. You're good.
Hello, Bearcat fans. This is Michael Bennett coming to you from the campus of Kentucky Country Day in Louisville, Kentucky. Welcome you back from a short stint of about 4 weeks since we did our last broadcast. Alongside of me, as usual, my good friend Jeff Holbrook. Jeff, welcome to a ball game tonight.
Hey, it's a great night for football here in Kentucky Country Day.
Absolutely. Apologize for the delay. Had a little technical problem with the volume, but we should be good to go now. Hopefully you can hear me, you can see us, and see a great night of football. Tonight we're playing against the Caverna Colonels from down around Cave City, I believe, isn't it, Jeff?
That is exactly right. It's
About
quite the drive in the road game, Michael. I remember that one, a long one.
Do you really?
Oh, man.
Especially right now with all the construction that's going on down on I-65 South. But should be a good ball game. Caverna, little statistic about them. They're 1-7 this year. Last week they were at the hands of Holt. Dominating loss there, losing 74-7. But should be hopefully a good game tonight for the Bearcats. One great statistic statistic about the Bearcats. For the second year in a row, we have won the Pioneer Athletic Conference. So that's good to hear as well. And hopefully we'll have second place locked up in our division and be on to the playoffs week after next. So
great news.
We're looking forward to that as well. Of course, we'll be here for those games, too. So hopefully you can tune in. Captains for tonight, number 23 of the Bearcats, Jordan Duff. Number 42, Nick Gorman. Number 70, Ben Rice. And number 76, Matt Kirscher. Looks like the Bearcats have won the toss. They've elected to receive. And just got a couple of minutes till kickoff. So stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break. And after that, we'll see a kickoff between the Bearcats of Country Day and Caverna Colonels.
This game is being streamed by 852FX on iHi.com because of the Verizon 4G LTE hotspot. Thanks to the Verizon wireless connection, 852FX has streaming services where a landline will not reach. Now, 852FX offers streaming broadcasts as well as edited team videos and player profiles.
Last year?
No.
Okay. Welcome back, Bearcat fans. Caverna Colonels out of KCD, Kentucky, against the Kentucky Country Day Bearcats. Here comes the team out on the field. Just a couple minutes left till kickoff. You can see everybody's got their pink socks on in celebration of, or in honor of Breast Cancer Month this month, October being Breast Cancer Month. We got pink out there all over the field and got our great group of cheerleaders out there as well. So we look forward to hearing them all night tonight. Jeff Holbrook. So last week, I tell you, Jeff, I know you weren't at the ball game last week. We played against Bethlehem down in Bardstown, Kentucky, in which Coach Green hadn't been able to beat that team in all the years he's played against Bethlehem, which was a bit of a surprise to me.
Well, it doesn't surprise me as I've been on those staffs and we've played against those teams down in Bethlehem. They have been a solid program year in and year out. Just some Hoss-type backs. I remember facing a guy that ended up at Western Kentucky. You know, we gave them some good battles, but we were just never able to finish them off. And, you know, to get a win down there, regardless of how that team is this year, I tell you, that's just great for our program.
Well, I think the difference maker, Jeff, was the fact that we came out and just dominated the first quarter, in fact, the first half. So it wasn't really much of a game at all come halftime. And that's when the team has played exceptionally well, when they just come out and start scoring immediately.
That's great, absolutely. We'd love to see them get on a roll here. We're receiving the ball with let's see, we got Jordan Duff, Keith Miller back, and I'm not sure 24 is not on our chart.
Don't even have him on our chart.
Usually I can just look at him and tell you who it is, but for some reason I'm not able to do that from this distance. Been too long of a layoff for me.
That's right.
Now.
Well, they got a pretty big, hefty kicker, number 51 for the Colonels, Eric Denton. He's a 300-pound, 6'1" senior. So he's played all 4 of his years. Offside kick there. And it's gonna
there you go. Nice job. 81, I think that's Abrams. Travis Abrams.
Travis Abrams. So the Bearcats will take over on their own 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Bearcats as we start tonight's game against the Caverna Colonels. It's a chilly night out here, so I'm sorry you're not out here to help us cuddle up a little because it is chilly.
Frost advisory tonight. Look out.
They've got a few good players on there. As I mentioned, the kicker, number 51, plays both sides of the ball. He's pretty athletic. Coach Matt Jones said he's a really good ball player, one of the few ones. They've only dressed 18 players on the Caverna team, so it's going to be back for a pass. Oh, there's a penalty flag, but it's going down to Khalil. He's got it.
Great
it's
catch.
complete down to the 20-yard line. He's going to go down for a touchdown, but I'm afraid it's going to be called back.
Great adjustment to that ball by Khalil Wilson right there. He burned his man bad by several yards. And as you look back for the ball, he had to make a couple moves and just twist his body around and make a great catch.
We're going to see number 54, Cam Sample, a little more on offense tonight. most of the time he plays defense, but tonight he's going to play some offense just because we got a few kids banged up. Emilio Estefez got a pretty good stinger last week. We're probably not going to see much of him tonight.
You actually see him in his street clothes down there, Emilio, number 78. You might be able to see his back over here.
I do.
We're not going to see him at all.
It's good to have number 33, Tommy Staferi, back.
Yeah, that's
He's
great.
been out for a while. And then we thought we were going to have Joey Ball back. He had the cast on the last few games and with good success with that cast on. But unfortunately, when they took the pins out of his hand, he was told he couldn't play for a couple of weeks. So we're hoping to see him next week. That's what Joey was telling me before the ball game tonight. So got Robert under center. It's going to be getting to Isaiah Brents. He's got a little bit of yardage. Looks like he got about 2 yards right there on that run. So it'll be 2nd and 13 after the 5-yard penalty.
You know, number 51, that kicker, really did a nice job of getting through our offensive line. He is fired up out there. He's trying to get his colonels going.
Well, that's one of the, again, I'm going to repeat myself, Jeff, but that's one of the players that Coach Jones said watch out for. He's a bit of a player. He is a big guy, but very athletic. So we'll see what happens. So we got a spread offense right here. Schultz is back in shotgun. Ready to pass. Looking at Khalil. It's gone. It's almost complete right there, but just a little high for Khalil off his fingertips. So it'll be 3rd down, 13 for the Bearcats from their own 42-yard line.
A nice matchup there at the offensive line with number 54, Cameron Sample, and number 51 of the Colonels. They're going to have some nice battles throughout the night. I'm anxious to watch that. I often lose track of the ball because I get intrigued by the O&D line battles we get to see.
Tommy Staferi checks out. Josh Spurrier checks in, number 89. That's one of the players that the guys have been really proud of, Jeff, is the fact that Josh really started on the JV team beginning of the year. Showed a lot of improvement in the JV games and finds himself playing a lot of nights on Friday nights here with the varsity team.
Well, that's what happens when you have some injuries, and some guys gave him an opportunity to shine a few weeks back. I remember one of our home games where Jordan Duff was out. He got a chance to come in.
Goes incomplete. Looks like it was intended for number 84, Jacob Curry. I'm not quite sure. It was way overthrown by Robert, but we'll blame the cold weather for right now. So back to kick, number 9, Robert Schultz. Back to receive for the Colonels is number 7, Aaron Reed. Aaron Reed's a junior, 6'1", 175-pounder. And number 5, Dylan Gossett, who's a sophomore. So one of the things that I was told, you got to watch out for Aaron Reed, number 7. He is a fast player. He's also the backup quarterback for the Colonels. So we've got timeout on the field.
That's right. I'm not sure who called it.
Timeout. Okay, Caverna called timeout right there. So with that, we're going to take a break. This is brought to you by 852 FX.
You're watching a live broadcast on IHA by 852 FX. Be ready, ball in, game on.
One, two, three, come on now. Let's get it from the top.
852 FX. Be ready, ball in, game on.
Michael Bennett coming to you from the campus of Kentucky Country Day in Louisville, Kentucky. You're just joining us. It's 10 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Bearcats took the ball, started the ball game, and weren't fortunate enough to get a first down, so it's now 4th down, 14 for the Bearcats. And number 9, Robert Schultz, is back to punt. And has a beautiful kick all the way back to the 20, 15, down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Colonels on their own 13. Great punt right there, Jeff.
Bringing back some old school. Nobody does the coffin corner anymore. I love it. These punters get into that fancy way they flip that ball in the NFL. They try to just get it to die at the 1.
That's right.
In the A-Day, they just angle it. And that's what Robert did right there.
Well, as I mentioned before, you've got number 9, Anthony Phillips, should be their starting quarterback. He did have a concussion last week during the Holy Cross game. There was some question whether or not he was going to play tonight, but he's definitely out there, dressed, ready to go. He'll be starting for them, but also you've got number 7, Aaron Reed, who's the backup quarterback. He does a lot of running, does a lot of throwing, and he is probably more of a threat on the offense than 9. We're happy to see number 9 starting for them. But it's going to be a run right up the middle. Got Cam Sample right there, number 54, and number 42, Nick Gorman with that tackle. Gain of about 4 yards. It's going to be second down 6 for the Colonels.
Emilio Zayas out. It's going to add a little pressure on our defensive line rotation. Looks like they've moved Michael Stocker inside. He had been playing defensive end most of the season.
Well, and that's one of those situations, good notice right there, Jeff, that you're going to see Michael Stocker a lot more out there in that middle position, and based on injuries as well. So a little banged up with a few positions, but hopefully we'll be able to overcome it. There you see he's going out there, number 7. He's got a first down all the way out to the 35-yard line. That's at Aaron Reed. He's got some pretty good speed.
Michael Stocker downfield, I don't know how he got down there so fast, but as a defensive lineman making a tackle 15 yards downfield isn't what the defensive coordinator is looking for. But
it's down there at the opposite end, but we can certainly joke about it. I'm sure he'll listen to the playback and have a little bit of a smirk out of it. But
they're still cleaning up that shrapnel.
That's right. So they play a bit of what's called not a shotgun, but it's more of a pistol is what it's called. They don't have much of a blocking line. Great tackle right there by number 72, Denny Fortney. He's gone down for a loss of about a yard. Or he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. I believe he did. Ball's going to be marked on the 35-yard line. It'll be second down 10 for the Colonels. But going back, they play a pistol. The difference between a shotgun and a pistol, usually in the shotgun you got the running back out to the side. With the pistol, the running back is directly behind him. And Matt Jones was telling me the reason that they play this just purely because they don't have much of a blocking line on the front. So he's back in the pistol position. It's going to be another run. And he gets a gain of about 3 yards right there.
Some good misdirection from the Colonel offense there.
That was.
Tough to find out exactly where that ball is.
Number 9, Anthony Phillips on that run.
Makes it tough for a defense. You've really got to be disciplined. You can't fall for the ball fakes. You've got to read your keys as a linebacker, follow your guards, play disciplined football. He's
a 5'9", 165-pound freshman. And for this team is the best athlete out there. So, unfortunately, not saying too much about their football team this year. Only, again, dressing only 18 players on the team. He's got a pass. It's going to be complete. Great tackle out there by number 32, Keith Miller. But that ball's completed to number 31, Dustin Daniels. Going to be good for a first down. It's going to be marked on the 50-yard line, just on the Caverna side. But it'll be first and 10 for them. 8 minutes left in the first quarter.
It's a nice catch right there.
That was a nice catch. Wide open. Nice open tackle there by Keith Miller, too. He was by himself and made certain he got that guy down. Seeing a little movement out of the Caverna Colonels. Hope that doesn't dictate how this ball game's going to go. Got a blitz coming up. You got it. Number 7's got it. Aaron Reed, he's going out to the 40-yard line. Gets it out about 38-yard line. It's going to be another first down. Big run right there.
We seem to be blitzing a little bit more. A lot of times against a team like this, coaches will put automatic blitzes on. So when a certain back goes in motion or certain kind of motion, you're going to bring certain guys, and that's not always called from the booth.
Well, the ball's marked on the 38-yard line of the Bearcats. First and 10 for Caverna. Again, they show that pistol offense. Got number 31 in motion, Dustin Daniels.
And
there's a fumble right there. Unfortunately not covered. He's tackled by number 84, Jacob Curry. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get that. Got a loss of about 2 yards there, 2.5 yards. Number 3, Sam Glenn, and number 15, Trevor Stevens check in for the Colonels. They're short on manpower out there, and hopefully we'll be able to get them to be worn out towards the second half. But they're seeing a little movement right here, Jeff.
Yeah, that fumble, hopefully we can keep him stalled.
He's a good runner. Number 9's got it. For the Colonels, ball's going to be marked on the 30-yard line of the Bearcats. I'm a little confused as to what they're missing out there, Jeff. But they're getting some good yardage out of some of these plays here. I don't know if we're a little sluggish or...
yeah, it's a combination of that. And this happened to us, what was that game earlier in the year?
Carroll County.
Man, we just were sleeping in the first half. But, I think some of this misdirection, it's hard to
pick it up.
Look like this in the practice session. It's tough to run a scout team when you don't know their offense.
Well, I'm not sure with the Powell. I believe they're giving him a first down, so it looks like he got a little over 2 yards, about 2.5 yards. So it's going to be close. We'll see if they measure it or not, but I can't tell it from this distance if they got the first down.
It's pretty close.
Tackled by a host of Bearcats out there. Number 56, Collier Clay's checking out. You got number 76, Matt Kircher coming back in. No, he's got Isaiah Brents, number 4, coming back in. But his timeout on the field for measurement. So, but a little disappointing as to see the defense out here letting this team just run all over them. We've got 5 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first quarter. No score yet, but the Colonels are moving the ball fairly handedly. Going back to a few of the games that we've missed since we've been off air, we've had 3 games we missed, Jeff. One being the Breckenridge County, which we pretty handily took care of Breckenridge County. And I was a little worried about that game purely because of the fact that they had some big players out there. But then we came back a week and a half later, played a Thursday night game at Holy Cross. And Holy Cross, unfortunately, just took care of business. They have a very mature team.
Is that right?
And mostly seniors. I believe they had about 17 seniors on that team.
Oh, wow.
So they took care of it against us. But then came back, and this is where Coach Green said that the team showed a lot of maturity coming back and playing against Bethlehem and just dominated that game. So the measurement was it's fourth down, so they didn't get that first down, so hopefully we can hold them right here.
Got a feeling we'll see that quarterback sneak again right behind 51.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We've changed our defense up. We put Isaiah down at the nose. Maybe we're running a little 5-3.
Yeah, you called it, and he's got a gain of about 2.5 yards, almost 3. So it's going to be good for a first down for Caverna. That'll mark the bar on the 25-yard line of the Bearcats. So it'll be 1st and 10.
Well, we had the right idea defensively. Put the guy in the right spot. 51's a hoss. It's going to take a group effort to stop that kid.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, a few of the standouts for that Bethlehem game, I tell you, Nick Gorman had a whale of a game. He had 15 tackles, 2 for a loss, 1 big hit that created a fumble in which he recovered on top of it all. But he had an incredible game. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but no gain right there. Nice tackle between Tommy Stafuri, number 33, and was that Ben Rice in there on that pile, Jeff?
Yeah, I believe so. And what made that play is a little different philosophy right there. Our defensive line basically just created piles, and Isaiah Brent's being at that nose, 51 blocked him, but then he was stuck on the ground. Couldn't move anywhere, and that running back had nowhere to go. It's a great philosophy against this kind of team.
Well, and that's one thing I want to talk about as well, because this defense has been very instrumental in success that Country Day's had the past few years, longer than Matt Jones has been here. Oh, what a tackle right there! Big hit!
Couple big shots right there.
Number 42, Nick Gorman, out there making a huge hit, and I believe Jordan Duff, number 23, was in there.
Yeah, Gorman lifted him up, and we had 2 guys just come in and lambaste him. That was a nice play.
Absolutely. Believe it or not, got a gain of about a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Colonels. So hopefully we can see a Nice stop here, which they really need to get that offense back here, out here on the field.
Stopped right here. Put them in a bad situation on 4th down. Pass play here.
Back to pass. He's got nobody. Oh, he's going to run it, and he's going to be tackled. Got a gain of about 2 yards right there.
Great pursuit. Ben Rice on that tackle. Number 70 from the backside defensive end.
And number 68, Dalen Norris, was out there along with that tackle assisting him. So it's going to be 4th down. I'm assuming they're probably going to go for it. 4th down, 6.
Yeah, punt's not going to do him any good, but it definitely puts him in an interesting predicament here. 4th and, like you said, 6, 7 yards. That's a tough conversion.
Yeah, it's kind of in between the 2 hash marks. So it's about 6.5 yards they've got to get on 4th down. Ball's marked on the 22-yard line. 2 wide out here closest to us. 1 back. He's back to pass, maybe. He's going to run it.
We lost
and he's going to have...
Oh, get him.
I don't know if he got that first down right there, Jeff. It's going to be... I think the Bearcats are going to take over on downs. They're celebrating coming off the field. So it's going to be 1st down Bearcats. Ball be marked on the 16-yard line of the Bearcats. Nice to see that stop right there because he almost had a first down, Jeff.
When he broke around the end, I thought he was gone. I'm not sure who that was. I think it was Dalen Norris that came up with that stop with, less than a yard, I'd say, before the first down.
Well, they had the ball a little while there with 2 minutes, 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Bearcats take over 1st and 10. You got Tommy Staferi, number 33, in the backfield. Robert Schultz takes under center, and Isaiah Brent's number 4. Khalil Wilson's in motion. Waiting the snap. He's back to pass. He's got a man open. Oh, just overthrew him right through his hand. Intended for number 23, Jordan Duff. Ruled incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down, 10. I'm not sure if the ball's just coming too fast to them or Robert's throwing a bullet like he usually does, and they don't seem to be on track.
From our angle, it looked like it should have been caught. Of course, you get down there, and that ball could have been 6 inches higher than what we think. So it's tough to tell what that was, whether it was a throw or just not getting his hands up quick enough.
Well, you got Khalil Wilson out close side to us. Looks like Jordan Duff just inside of him. He's back to pass. He's looking for Jordan. It's going to be right there, complete at the 40-yard line. He's to the 50. He cuts it out. He's going to go all the way. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. 10, 5, touchdown Bearcats. Number 23, Jordan Duff. Beautiful pass right there. Got the ball, cuts to the middle. Just did a great job, Jeff.
You know what I liked about it is I believe he called that audible at the line of scrimmage.
Did he really?
I sure did. He looked like a little Peyton Manning back there, slapping his hands and moving people around. The back shifted, changed the routes, saw that flag going to be wide open for Jordan, and then made a great play.
Well, it was a beautiful pass. Exactly, beautiful pass, but Jordan just did a beautiful job of running that ball. It was conscious of where the players were, the defenders were, and was able to escape and go all the way down.
There's a reason he's averaging 30 yards a catch.
That's right.
He knows what he's doing.
That's right. That's one of the statistics that Coach Beam was talking about just a few minutes ago. We're going to take a break right now, but come back for more Bearcat football with 1 minute, 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Bearcats 7, Caverna 0.
Oh, boy.
Welcome back, Bearcat fans. If you're just joining us, you missed a beautiful pass with a beautiful catch from Robert Schultz to Jordan Duff. Goes about 80 yards for a touchdown. The pass was beautiful, perfect. The run was even better. Let me talk about a statistic here, Jeff, that is just absolutely amazing to me that Coach Beam was able to give me before the ball game. Jordan Duff is averaging 30 yards per catch. He's got 23 catches this year for 693 yards. And I'm sure it's going to go up even more after that catch right there.
That's incredible.
David Holtgrave, beautiful kick. It's going to be picked up right there at the 2-yard line.
Yes,
and Isaiah's right there to throw him down to the ground.
Great play. Shed his blocker and get right into that ball carrier.
And number 84, Jacob Corey, right there to assist. Ball's going to be marked about the 9-yard line, just inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Colonels from their own 9. No correction. It's going to be marked on the 10. And just a incredible tackle right there by Isaiah and Jacob with the assist.
To go back to that stat of 30 yards a catch, a great receiver, good receivers above 10, great receivers 15 to 19 yards in the in NFL high school. 30 yards a catch. Maybe that's why he didn't want to catch that slant. He didn't think he could bust it. He knew
he was up here locally on one of the television stations as one of the athletes of the year. Unfortunately, didn't win it, but I think those are more popularity contests.
Sure.
But what a game he had last week. But trying to do a little trickery here. That's a safety, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a safety. Bearcats got a safety. Did a great job. I'm not sure who had all that.
Might have been Isaiah. He seems to be.
It must have been.
Most.
Isaiah's not doing enough for this team. I tell you, that's another player. Has 630 yards rushing this year, averaging 5.4 yards a carry. And now he's even showing his athleticism on the defensive side. So it's 2 points for the Bearcats. It's going to be 9-0. Bearcats leading Caverna.
That was a great adjustment by Coach Jones to switch to sort of that 5-man front to get Isaiah in the ball game ever since he's been in. I believe that's that last series where we stopped him on the 4th down. It's not last series, but the last set of downs, and then this play right here.
Well,
I got a feeling we're going to see a little more of that 5-man front.
I think so too, because they were able to penetrate. It wasn't an issue, and they really took care of it right there. So this is, again, a nice way to start the game. This is when the Bearcats have been successful the most, when they dictate the ball game. And they're really one on the front lines right there, penetrating and getting that safety. So let's talk about Robert Schultz. He has 1,533 yards of passing this year with 22 touchdown passes. Khalil has 35 catches. He is averaging 11.43 yards per catch. Jacob Curry has 9 catches, 222 yards a catch, averaging 24 yards per catch.
That's great.
So they're just doing a great job. Jordan's got a big run right there. He's taking it back and fumbles the ball. Shoot. Nice job there by the Caverna Colonels, but Bearcats are indicating they retained the ball.
Jordan
thank goodness.
Back himself?
I think you're right. He did.
Yeah, that's amazing. When you got a tackle on you, you're able to shed that tackle, still get that ball back.
Yeah, number 11, George Boyd, who's a 5'11", 165-pound senior for the Caverna, is the one that was able to create that near fumble loss, or definite fumble, but almost a loss for the Bearcats. So a little chilly tonight. It's supposed to be the coldest night we've had since the start of the fall season, but we've got a pretty good crowd downstairs.
Got a lot. It's a little slow to get started. I was a little worried about it.
I don't blame him. Oh, big run right there. Tommy Stafari's got it to the 30. He's running down to the 20. Nice job by Tommy. Good to see him back out there on the field.
Late flag. I don't know if that's on Cameron for a late block or if that's on.
No, I think that was number 7, Aaron Reed. Might have had a face mask. But I saw Tommy's head go backwards. Let's see if it is. Yeah, it's going to be personal foul against Caverna. So I do believe it was number 7, Aaron Reed, with that face mask against Tommy Stafari. But we got 1:22 left in the first quarter. Bearcats seem to be back to their old ways now, Jeff. Dominating the game right here in the first quarter. 9-0 is the score against the Caverna Colonels out of Cave City, Kentucky. If you're not familiar with Cave City, it's almost in the middle between Louisville and Nashville, Tennessee, kind of the halfway point. We got Khalil Wilson out to the far side, Jordan Duff, number 23, and who's out to the distant side there? Tommy Safari's in the backfield, lone setback. It's going to be a pass out to Khalil, and he just was already 10 yards up the field before he caught the ball. So, tough break for him.
He was running with that one before he caught it. That happens.
Absolutely. And, he's a junior and no big deal. We got him, thank goodness, for another year. Number 4, Isaiah Brents checks in. Number 88, Khalil Wilson checks out.
That was a good thing right there. I just noticed Robert Schultz in the huddle. Just tapped Khalil on the head. Gave him that little, don't worry about it, shake it off.
Absolutely. And that's always a great sign of a leader out there. And Robert seems to be growing into his skin as far as what he needs to do on the football field. Isaiah's going out to the 4-yard, 5-yard. He's going to run it down to the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats. Nice job. Beautiful run by Isaiah.
What a game he's had.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball. You're absolutely correct. Isaiah's added to his statistics. I tell you what, that was an 11-yard run for him right there when he's averaging 5.4 yards a carry. So that's going to get it over 6 yards a carry before the night's over with. David Holtgrave checks in for the point after attempt. Got number 88, Khalil Wilson. That's going to put that ball down. It's a fake. It's going out it's good. Touchdown by number 4, or touchdown. 2-point conversion's good by number 44. That's Evan Mock. Absolutely.
That's the freshman. I love it.
He was wide open. Poor Khalil. He didn't know what to do with himself because Evan was so wide open. Nice job. That makes the score 17-0. And we're just going to stay here for right now just because of the fact that we've just got a minute 12 left. And at the end of the first quarter, which I would like to show on camera, they're going to introduce the girls field hockey team. And they're headed to the tournament tomorrow, which starts the state tournament for field hockey. And then at halftime, they're going to have the boys and girls golf team, who had a fantastic year. The boys finished undefeated, and Coach Sullivan did a fantastic job with that golf team out there. And I'm trying to do a little suck-up because my son that's his advisee. So, Max, I'm doing the best I can to make sure that Coach Sully takes care of you as well.
Coach Sully takes care of everybody.
At halftime, we're going to have Coach James Booker, head varsity basketball coach for our Bearcat at the half.
Nice block on Doug.
So, nice run right there. He's still on his feet, just slides underneath him. That was number 7, Aaron Reed.
Tackle. Evan Mogg goes from scoring a 2-point conversion to being the man who gets credit for that tackle.
Listen, Evan's going to be a great football player. He is a freshman right now, but out on the football field, he's probably at least a sophomore, if not a junior. He comes from a great football family. His dad actually played 2 years for the Cincinnati Reds on the baseball side.
No kidding.
Defense checks back in. Excuse me. Caverna's back in the pistol offense again. A little bit of a fumble right there, but nice containment by the defense. Tackle was by number 70. Was that Ben Rice?
No, I believe that was Cameron Sample and Denny Fortney that were together.
Okay,
there.
I couldn't see the two, so you're right. Good to see the meat of the defense up there stopping them. Gets gain of about 2 yards. Ball's marked on the 22-yard line. Second down, 9 yards to go with just a little over 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Bearcats already have a pretty good lead of 17-0. There's timeout on the field. Timeout Caverna. And with that, we're going to take a break. With 27 seconds left in the first quarter, Bearcats leading 17-0 over Caverna Colonels. Come back for more football. Welcome back, Bearcat fans. We are here at the home of the Bearcats, campus of Kentucky Country Day in Louisville, Kentucky. Bearcats are leading 17-0 with just a little over 25 seconds left in the quarter. It's going to be second down 8 for Caverna on their own 23-yard line. Seems like the defense is kind of settling into their own now, Jeff.
Let's see if they go with that same look. Yeah, you've got Isaiah over the nose. Basically, all they've done is they put Isaiah at the nose and walk up Dalen as more of a defensive end than his typical outside backer spot.
Oh, he's back to a beautiful pass. It's broken up by number 32, Keith Miller. Ball was intended for number 11, George Boyd, who's a 5'11 senior for the Colonels. Keith a little upset with himself. He knows he should have probably had that ball, but that's okay. He was out there and did a nice job breaking up that play. So it's going to be
positioning. I'd love to see him make the catch, but
exactly.
More importantly, positioning.
More importantly, that's right, and it's third down and 8, not first down and 10 for the Colonels. Number 11, George Boyd's going to check out for the Colonels. Number 9, Anthony Phillips, who's a freshman, out there, ready to take the snap, but we've got call on the field. Officials have called timeout for a second.
I think the scoreboard went dark on them.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Flashback on, though. They're ready to go. This longer down, the Bearcats went back to their 4-4 look.
I tell you, for a freshman,
Dalen's walked up. He could be coming off the outside. Here he comes.
Got good container right there. He's tackled.
Kircher, big hit.
Great job by Matt.
He hadn't played
big
much
loss
defense
right there.
This year. I think that obviously has to do with Emilio being down.
Absolutely, yeah, it is.
Nice play.
It is. Matt's going to be playing a lot more on the defensive side today just because of Emilio not being able to be out here. So that's the end of the first quarter. Bearcats are leading 17-0. And before we take a break, I do want everyone to see the girls hockey team. We want to wish them the best tomorrow as they head to the state tournament. So hopefully they'll be out there with a big win tomorrow. We've got Coach Amy Charasica, who's just done an incredible job with the girls field hockey team here.
Yeah, she's just a class act. We love having her. Very fortunate.
They've got the trophy out there with our headmaster, Brad Lyman. So they've just done a fantastic job with the field hockey. So with that, folks, we're going to take a break. More Bearcat football after these messages. Bearcats leading 17-0. Here come the Bearcats. He's at the 30, 20, 25, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. What a great pass. One, you get the first touchdown, Bearcats. Oh, touchdown, Bearcats.
Run out there and hopefully pass completion. He's getting it very badly.
complete. Down to the 1 yard line. He might have
Touchdown, Bearcats.
Khalil Wilson, number 88. 36-yard line of the Colonels, so not much of a punt right there. Bearcats take over 1st and 10. And we wait the offense to come out there. 11 minutes, 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Anybody out there listening to us?
I haven't gotten anything yet.
Give them your email address, Jeff. Please give us a shout-out.
Jeff Jeff.Holbrook, Jeff.HOL, B as in Bearcat, ROOK, at KCD.org.
Nick Gorman out there, nice run, but there was going to be a penalty on the play. I'm not certain what happened there. I didn't see any hold, but usually that's what that call is right there. That's the first that we've seen Nick Gorman on the offense tonight. But, it was a below-the-knee block, so a chop block against the Bearcats. So that'll back them up a little bit.
Well, I thought I may be able to use my fancy technology up here in the booth to find out exactly what that championship is called that the the Bearcats field hockey team won.
Well, the point of the foul
We'll get it eventually.
Going to get it out there, too. It's about a 10-yard penalty against the Bearcats. So it's going to mark the ball about the 34-yard line, first and 20 for the Bearcats. So got Khalil Wilson out here closest to me. Jordan Duff out to the far side along with Tommy Stafiri. Nick Gorman's out there to block. Roberts back to pass. It's complete.
Great catch.
Great catch. He's not got him down yet. That's Jordan Duff, number 23. Nice gain of about 15 yards there, Jeff. Probably 14.
Nice play. Great catch in traffic right there. Held on to the ball. There's some colonels going after that thing pretty diligently. He did a good job.
Ball's going to be marked on the 32-yard line of the Colonels. It's going to be second and a little more manageable here. Second of about 6 for the Bearcats. Keaton, kind of same offense or lineup that we had just the play before. And Roberts checking back with Coach Riscotti. Not certain if Mr. Riscotti, Mike Riscotti down in Gainesville is watching tonight, but hopefully you are. Got to meet with your son a little bit before the game. Always enjoyed talking to him. So Nick Gorman got a big hole down to the 20, 15, 10. He jumps, goes down to the 5-yard line. What a hurdle. I hope he does track, Jeff, because he just jumped a huge hurdle.
It's funny, I missed it. I was watching 89's career to see if he was going to block that corner in the back or not. And he ended up not getting a call against him, and I missed Nick's jump.
Oh, it was absolutely beautiful. I'm sure Mimi's very happy of that play right there, because I know I talked to Stan before the ball game. All his family down in Louisiana's watching, just to let them know I had a fantastic time down in New Orleans. Didn't enjoy the ball game in Baton Rouge, but got to see LSU. The boys got to see the school and had a great time down in Louisiana. Ate way too much at some incredible restaurants. So it's going to be handed off. Isaiah Brents has got it, but a nice tackle right there by number 7, Aaron Reed. Well, they're not going to call it, but
that was interesting.
I hope it doesn't get to where they get a little vindictive, because we are dominating the game right now. But had a little bit of an incident last year. Coach Green did want me to mention that it was not a pretty scene last year. When we played Caverna, we had some extra security here tonight for the ball game, and hopefully we won't see anything too crazy out there. Let's just play a good, honest game and part our ways. But anyway, so we've got number 33, Tommy Stafiri, in the backfield, and Roberts back to pass. It's going to be complete.
Nice play.
Touchdown, Bearcats, and a penalty on the play as well. So I'm
Jordan,
sure
stay away from that trouble.
Exactly. Just walk away from it. Jordan Duff, number 23, with that touchdown pass. 5 yards, adds more to his statistics. Roberts adds to his as well.
A great play, a quick slant right there. Robert, great timing. Threw it right over top of the linebacker and hit Jordan in stride.
Well, as we await the call, I'm assuming it's going to be a personal foul.
That's got to be a late hit.
Yeah. Touchdown's good. And personal foul against Caverna. So
that's 2 on him already.
Oh, and against the Bearcats as well. So
I don't know if that. No, I think that pointing may have meant we're going to enforce that on the kickoff.
Okay.
Potentially, because usually they'd make that second personal foul call and then point.
Well, David Holtgrave checks in for a point after attempt. I love seeing him out there as much as we can, because that means we're putting points on the board. It's good. And with that, 9:28 left in the second quarter, Bearcats are commanding with a 24-0 lead over Caverna Colonels. With that, we're going to take a break. Be back for more Bearcat football after these messages. Thanks to 852fx.com and ihigh.com.
This broadcast is brought to you by ReliableTechHelp.com, your one-stop solution for all your technology needs. We support PC and Mac. We come to your home. We come to your office. We can support you remotely. If you've got a problem with your computer, your smartphone, your fax machine, your wireless network, anything that has to do with technology in your home or your office, give us a call. ReliableTechHelp.com, 502-797-7399. That's ReliableTech, T-E-K, help.com, 502-797-7399.
Welcome back, Bearcat fans. 9:28 left in the second quarter. Bearcats are winning 24-0. You're on the campus of Kentucky Country Day in Louisville, Kentucky. Alongside me is my good friend and head of admissions, who I'm assuming would never let me admit me to the Kentucky Country Day. But Jeff Holbrook, good to have you here again, Jeff.
Thank you. It's a big week in admissions. We got our open house this Sunday, October 23rd, 1:30 to 4. We expect well over 300 people to be on the campus of KCD here and give our faculty and directors, etc., a chance to showcase our program.
Look at that beautiful kick all the way back to the end zone. No run back. Great kick by David Holtgrave.
Of course, this may be irrelevant now, but I finally found it in the old Facebook account that Coach Cherasika said they were District 1 champs, Michael. District 1 champs.
Amy Cherasika, head coach of the girls Kentucky Country Day Bearcat field hockey team. Great job by her. Definitely wanted to make certain, because she was our second Bearcat at the half. Had Coach Jason Bella, the varsity coach of the soccer team, here first, and then Amy was second. And tonight, I look forward to sitting down, or standing up, truthfully, out in this cold air, with the head boys varsity coach of the basketball Bearcats. So I look forward to Coach James Booker, who will be our Bearcat at the half. So
You won't find a nicer guy, more genuine than James Booker, that's for sure. A little trickeration.
Absolutely. Nice containment there by the defense. He's not going to get but about a yard there on that run. But they're trying to pull out all the stops right now, Jeff.
Was that a double reverse, or was it just a sort of misdirection, Michael? Could you tell? Once again, I get caught looking at the line. That's how I try to read the plays. This kind of offense, you got to teach your linebackers. You got to read the line. You can't look at that football.
Well, and after the first series, Jeff, the defense has done a really good job of containing this team, because they're not getting to the outside, and they're not getting the runs up the middle like they were. So they've really closed that gap in there in the middle. Number 9, Anthony Phillips, is back there, freshman. He's back to pass. We'll see if he runs it, though. No, it's going to be a pass. It's going to be ruled incomplete, intended for number 11, George Boyd. It's going to be third down now, third down 8 for the Colonels.
That's a swing pass that they attempted earlier in the game and completed for a nice gain. We covered that one well, but also a little extra added pressure on the quarterback.
Well, and that's what's doing it right there, is because of the pressure. He's not having a lot of time. Of course, he's a freshman. And very good athlete, very good passer. But when you have that pressure coming up the middle, they're not able to block. Makes him a little nervous, and he can't throw that ball as crisp.
Bringing the house here. Here comes Dalen. Here comes. And they called a screen.
Complete to number 2, Kalen Hatchett. It's going to be close to a first down. I don't believe he got it, but it'll be close. We'll see if they give it to him or not. They are giving it to him, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Colonels.
It's a great offensive. No, that's my fault. Great offensive play call. Got in the head there as a defensive coordinator. They ran a screen right where those blitzers came from. So a good execution, too. Give the Colonels a shout out there.
Well, hopefully we've got a few of the Caverna Colonels down in Cave City watching the ball game on ihigh.com, 852FX. Certainly appreciate those guys come to our ball game again tonight, too. So welcome, Colonels, if you're watching out there.
That way, Cam.
Cam Samples right there. along with a host of other Bearcats. 33, Tommy Stafiri. Dan did a great job of blocking him, putting him down to the ground. So no gain on the play.
Great time to give some props out to the official butcher of the KCD Bearcat Athletic Program, Mike's Best. Sloppy Joe's tonight. We're doing
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Sully was up there housing a Sloppy Joe earlier. I was drooling all over it.
I might be drilling one for me, too. I would appreciate something like that. Nice run up the middle.
Great hit by Dalen Norris, but the Colonel got the best of the yardage on that one.
Yeah, it was number 2, Kalen Hatchett, 5'10", 205-pound senior for the Colonels. Nice little run there. It's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down 4 on the Colonel 37-yard line. Just a little under 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Bearcats are leading 24-0. Don't want to let down right here, but let's be nice to stop them right here and get that ball back and get another score in. Another run play. He's got him right there.
Stocker, number 60, Michael Stocker with a nice play.
Michael did a fantastic job right there. And I don't believe he gained anything. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 4th down 4 for the Colonels. Again, if you're just joining us, little under 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Scores 24-0 on the Bearcat side. Bearcats have already wrapped up their conference championship. They are the champions the second year in a row. With a win here, we'll be definitely hosting our first playoff game here at Kentucky Country Day. He's out there passing. Tommy Stafiri got him right there for gaining about a half a yard. Number 33, Tommy did a great job. Good to see him back out here in the field and being productive. This Bearcats take over on down. It's going to be 1st down Bearcats as they take over on the Colonel 33-yard the 38-yard line. Trying to get him down the field a little quicker than I should be. Offense checks in out there. You got Jordan Duff, Khalil Wilson to the close side here. Tommy Stafiri in the backfield, along with Isaiah Brents. Robert Schultz going to go under center. 5:52 left in the second quarter. Jordan Duff goes in motion. It's going to be a handout out there to Isaiah. He's out to the 35, to the 30, forced out of bounds. Nice force out there by number 52, Neelix Crane Jr. Isaiah gets a really nice run there. It looks like it's going to be marked on the 30-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 8 yards, 2nd down and 2 for the Bearcats.
Most importantly, Coach Beam makes it out of that unscathed.
I didn't see that one.
I saw a little vision of Sean Payton and New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Coach,
had surgery after that.
Coach Beam looked nimble on that one.
Jordan Duff out to the far side. You got Tommy Stafiri and Isaiah Brents in the backfield. It's going to be a pass. Looking for Tommy right there. He's open. Down to the 20. Down to the 15. He's down to the 10-yard line. He's still going. Touchdown, Bearcats! What a power run from the 10-yard line in all the way to the goal, Jeff.
Jordan Duff. And Tommy made a great run, but without that block downfield, Jordan Duff with some textbook blocking out there. Outstanding. Talk about effort, too, by Tommy. You know, a lot of guys don't keep those legs going. Man, great football play.
Well, you can see he's built with those legs. And I tell you what, you get him low, it's tough to put him down. So number 25, David Holtgrave, my favorite number I like to call because we're putting points on the board. Point after attempt is good. With that, the Bearcats are taking an even more dominating lead, 31-0 with 5:34 left in the second quarter. Bearcat football coming up more after these messages.
watching a live broadcast on IHI by 852 FX. Be ready, fall in, game on.
One, two, three, come on now. Let's get it funky.
852 FX. Be ready, fall in, game on.
Welcome back, Bearcat fans. 5:34 left in the second quarter. Bearcats now have a really commanding lead, 31-0 over Caverna Colonels. David Holtgrave, number 25, in to kick. We got a whistle on the play. Not sure if it was offsides or against the Bearcats. Jeff, did you see anything?
I didn't see it, but he seemed pretty adamant about it.
Yeah, it's going to be offsides against the Bearcats, so that'll move the ball back. But honestly, I don't think that's going to hurt David Holtgrave. Or I should say, as Coach Beam calls him, Gravy.
Gravy.
You got Big Gravy and Baby Gravy. Of course, his little brother, Mark Holtgrave, who's a buddy of my son, Max Bennett. They're detention buddies. They got detention a couple weeks ago, so conniving a little bit. But ball's going to be placed back on the 35-yard line of the Bearcats as David goes out, punts it again, another big one. It's going to send him back to the 5-yard line. He's out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Keith Miller's right there. Is going to put him down, along with number 56, Collier Clay. Name I don't call too much, but I'm happy to call. His big sister was Max's English teacher last year. Also helps out, I believe, on the field hockey team.
Yeah, that's right. I believe she's a JV coach.
Ball's going to be marked on the 21-yard line.
I hope these officials take over here. There's some late hits going on. A lot of frustration.
Well, and that's when you start worrying about keeping your varsity players in there for a long time. You want to see the JVs come in on both sides of the ball, and let's just have a game. Let's not worry about.
They only got 18 kids.
Well, that's true. But look like offsides by the Colonels, but they're not going to call it right now. So nice run out there. Gets
nice
gained
hit.
about 5 yards.
That Duff.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was Jordan Duff out there. I saw him in pursuit of him, but I don't know about you, but with a score like 31-0, and I smell popcorn, all I want is popcorn. I don't want to talk about a football game. I'm starving right now. Especially since you talked about sloppy joes. Are you kidding me? And then you talk about the Gormans. All I want to do is eat Louisiana Cajun food. My gosh.
I should have brought up, I think I ate all the chips they gave us.
That's right. Mine were gone before I got any. So I'm sorry.
I was the culprit of mine.
So I'm sorry, Gormans. I got one bag, and that was it. Now, I did get to drink my Dixie beer that they were nice to send. But really appreciate them doing that. I look forward to meeting y'all hopefully next week when you come up. So official stop there on the play. Preliminary signal is going to be false start, I believe, against the Caverna Colonels. But, yeah, they're backing up. So it's going to be false start against the Colonels. That'll set them back another 5 yards. Ball right there, let's call it the 20-yard line. It's going to be second down and 11 for the Colonels. Really something to see the pink socks out there. That's one thing that Coach implemented this week with the pink out in honor of Breast Cancer Month in October. Oh, beautiful tackle right there.
Gorman.
By number 42, Nick Gorman. Here we are talking about the chips his family sent us, and he makes a great tackle out there on the field. Assist by 33, Tommy Stafiri. Or, I'm sorry, no, 32, Keith Miller. That makes the ball right there just inside the 30-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Colonels. 3:44 left in the first half. Bearcats leading 31-0 over Caverna. Got number 9, Anthony Phillips, awaiting the snap. It's going to be a handoff to number 2, Kalen Hatchett, and he's absolutely going nowhere.
Great team effort by the Bearcat defense right there. The
Yeah.
linebackers read that pulling guard well.
Ben Rice coming out of the bottom of that pile. Good to see him make a nice tackle there. A host of Bearcat defenders. So that's going to make it 4th down. I assume they're going to punt. But I don't know. We've got our punt team coming in. Marcus Llewellyn checks in, number 40. Number 44, Evan Mock, checks in. Yeah, they are. They're getting in punt formation. Number 88, Ricky Okoa. Back to punt, although we don't have anybody. Maybe we're waiting and thinking they're going to fake it. But no, they're going to punt it away. Not a bad punt. Hopefully get a little roll out of it, but no, it's going to be down right there by number 11, George Boyd at the 48-yard line of the Colonels.
You know, I'm thinking 24. Benton Say is a new.
That's right. That's who it is.
Here
Yes.
in KCD. Okay.
His father played here, and
Yeah.
Benton had gone to Trinity, played golf there, and he's also one of the boys' golfers as well. So he is just been allowed, since he transferred from Trinity over to KCD, he had to sit out for 5 games. So he's played a couple in the JV, and it is, you're right, that's who it is. Benton Say. Roberts waiting the snap. It's going to be handoff to Isaiah. Number 4, nice tackle right there for the Colonels by number 7, Aaron Reed. He gets a gain of about 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down 9 for the Bearcats. Ball be placed on the 47-yard line of the Colonels. Just a little over 2 minutes left in the first half. I see walking up the ladder right now our head varsity basketball coach. I look forward to Coach James Booker who's going to be our Bearcat at the half. Got Jordan Duff, number 23, and number 88, Khalil Wilson to the far side. Isaiah Brents and Tommy Staferi in the backfield. It's going to be a pass. He's a lot of time right there, Jeff. Beautiful catch by number 84. He's going to be forced out of bounds by number 9, Anthony Phillips, who's also their quarterback. But nice job right there by number 84, Jacob Curry, who, believe it or not, we talked about it before the game, Jeff, but they raced this week, and he is the fastest player on this team.
That amazes me. And I coached Jacob in some baseball. I think I mentioned it in some earlier broadcasts. I knew he was fast, but I didn't think he was
Jordan Duff.
Yeah. Khalil Wilson fast.
Exactly. But they raced this week, and Coach Riscotti was telling me about it before the game, and because I looked at him and says, there's no way. Jordan Duff has to be the fastest player. We got trips out to the far side.
Yeah, Jordan's our quickest player, I guess.
Definitely. And Isaiah's right there with him. So it's going to be a pass out there. It's complete. It's Jacob down to the 15-yard line, just inside, probably about the 13-yard line. Jacob Corey with that catch. And they're moving the ball now with ease, Jeff.
It was a very nice play by Robert Schultz right there to avoid the pressure up the middle. Rolled to his left, which is not easy to do for a quarterback, particularly at his size. Very nice play.
Ball's going to be marked at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. Well, the thing that I'm starting to see now is because it seems like Robert is really growing into his own skin. I mean, he was very good last year. He's been very good this year, but he looks more comfortable. Isaiah's down to the goal line. They haven't called it yet.
Maybe.
No, he evidently didn't make it. He's down there on the 1-yard line, it looks like. But going back to Robert, it seems like he's getting comfortable as a leader out there, not just as a quarterback, but just able to tell, okay, here's what I want you to do. Here's what I'm going to do. He's getting comfortable in the pocket. He's getting comfortable with people trying to blitz him, and he's scrambling out there and still completing passes.
That's right.
There's
Hey,
time
I got
on
a
the field.
first shout out. Oh, are we going to go to a
No,
break?
we're going to stay online, but there's time on the field. The Bearcats called timeout with 49 seconds left in the halftime. But go ahead and tell us who's contact.
Recent Bearcat alum, Gavin Ridenauer. I remember when Gavin came to KCD from the New Jersey area. He says, Coach, great to see the Bearcats taking control and enjoying the success. Looking forward to seeing them in the playoffs. Hopefully there's no tussle between the teams this year. Keep up the great work in the booth. Gavin Ridenauer, Tulane University, class of 2015. Good to hear from Gavin. Gavin, you the man. Also got a note from Rob Kircher again. Let's see, where's he? He's in beautiful Macon, Georgia again. He says he'll be back for senior night next week. He says, I have one question, though. Who's the kid that long snaps for KCD? He looks really good. He does look really good.
Well, with smart aleck questions like that, I don't believe I want to answer.
I love it. Well, like we said, it's good to see that long snapper playing some defense tonight.
Absolutely. He's done a fantastic job tonight.
Yeah, Matt Kircher's been a great addition to the Bearcats. He transferred over here last year, spent his junior and senior year with KCD. Great kid to have in the hallways, and been outstanding for our football program.
Well, it's going to be first and goal for the Bearcats on the Colonel's 1 yard line. So Roberts under center. Isaiah's the lone setback. It's going to be a run out there. Isaiah's going in. Touchdown! Bearcats by number 4, Isaiah Brent. That's going to make the score 37-0 over Caverna. Number 25. David Holtgrave checks in for the point after attempt. 43 seconds left in the halftime. Just a nice power run there. It's going to be tough on the Colonels. You know, they only dress 18 players, as I mentioned before. They're bound to get worn out, Jeff.
Yeah, particularly the way we're playing. Yeah, that's
Point after attempt is good. That makes the score 38-0. Bearcats with a commanding lead. I keep saying that, but it is just a great commanding lead. And now we wait for the kickoff. And hopefully we'll see a few of the JV players out there tonight. I feel confident about that, even though we like statistics and we know coaches. Don't say that again to me, Holbrook. We want JV players out there. We want to keep our freshmen, our varsity solid, safe, and healthy so that we get into these playoff games and go a long way with the playoffs.
Now maybe you know this. How many JV games remain, or are there any?
One more. We've got one more Monday night against Bethlehem. And now it's spelled Bethlehem, but one of the parents of Bethlehem came over and corrected me when I was doing the stadium announcing for the JV game. And he said, I'm not trying to be obnoxious, but it's pronounced Bethlehem. And I guess it kind of goes along the line of Louisville, which is pronounced Louisville.
Sure.
So, but Bethlehem will play them this Monday night. We played them 2 or 3 weeks ago and had a nice win out of the Bearcat JV team against them. So it's not going to be returned. Number 15, Trevor Stevens, going to let that go. It's going to be a touchback. Colonels will take over on their own 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 with 43 seconds left in a half. Again, Bearcats are leading 38-0. Stay with me at halftime. My Bearcat at the half is going to be Coach James Booker. I can tell you this, I would rather be interviewing his wife. She's a lot prettier than he is.
I don't know, Coach is a good-looking guy.
I don't know if I could ever say that, Jeff, but I do want to know one thing. Why is it my 7th grader playing on the varsity team? So that's one question I'll have to ask him.
And ask him about that beautiful new baby he's got.
Absolutely.
He's not getting much sleep.
That's going to be a nice run play out there. He's not going anywhere. Probably goes down for a loss of about 1 yard. I couldn't tell who tackled out there.
No, it was a nice team defense. It may have been Dalen Norris up at the top. They came in and forced the ball inside, and then Ben Rice.
I think Ben Rice, exactly. Yeah.
Combined the two there. Ben Rice had a quiet game, but he's still been in the right place at the right time.
You're watching a live broadcast on IHI by 852 FX. Be ready, fall in, game on.
One, two, three, come on now. Let's get it from the top.
852 FX. Be ready, fall in, game on.
With Plus, I want to do a shout out to the golf team. Come back for more Bearcat football after these messages.
Welcome to the biggest games in high school football, the Great American Rivalry Series. 46 matchups, each one a classic. These are the nights you'll always remember. This is football, the way it was meant to be. In the stands and in the trenches, the Rivalry Series is the real thing. Don't miss out when the greatest show in high school sports comes to town. Go to GreatAmericanRivalry.com. The Great American Rivalry Series from IHI.
Some nice football weather tonight.
Here come the Bearcats. He's at the 30, 20, 25, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. What a great pass. One, you down the fight. Touchdown, Bearcats. Oh, touchdown, Bearcats. Run out there and hopefully pass completion. He's getting it very dead, but it's complete. Down to the 1 yard line. He might have touched it. Touchdown, Bearcats. Khalil Wilson, number 88.
Welcome back, Bearcat fans. Michael Bennett coming to you here at halftime. Bearcats with a commanding lead, 38-0 over Caverna. We got the golf team down there on the track sidelines of the football field. Coach Sullivan out there with a great team that they've had this year. They are the All-A champions in girls and boys golf. And the boys finish undefeated this year. First time that they've ever done that here at the campus of Kentucky Country Day. I wanted to let them a little recognition here for the Bearcat fans that are watching out there. But joining me tonight at Bearcat at the Half, I've got Coach James Booker, head men's varsity basketball coach. Coach, I appreciate you joining us here at halftime.
Glad to be here.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been here at Country Day?
This is my fourth season, going into my fourth season here at KCD, and it's been a great ride so far. We're looking forward to getting out there on the court and having some fun. So,
besides being the head boys basketball coach, what else do you do here on campus?
I'm the assistant director of communications, so I do a lot of work with the website, the KCD website, and public relations type things. And also, I coach the boys and girls track and field team, so I stay pretty busy.
Yeah, evidently you do. So, now tell me, are you originally from Louisville?
Yes, sir. I'm from here. Grew up just a couple miles from KCD, actually, and I went to Emmanuel High School, graduated from there, and went on to Center College and played basketball and ran track there, and also coached there for a few years after I graduated.
Yeah.
And before I actually ended up at KCD. So.
Now, what year did you graduate from Manual?
2000.
2000. I'm trying to think, was there a certain football receiver that was there at that time frame as well?
There was. One that went to University of Kentucky.
How did you ever guess that?
Definitely. Keenan Burton, one of my good buddies, just a great guy. And,
Yeah.
Very proud of what he's accomplished, but I knew him since flag football. Actually.
Have you really? Yeah,
Seeing him come up through the ranks, it was pretty amazing.
Well, we loved watching Keenan down there at Kentucky, but enough about Kentucky football because not much to talk about right now, unfortunately. But let's talk about what kind of team are we looking for to this 2011-2012 season?
I'm definitely excited about this season. We have 5 seniors who've been working very, very hard, and I'm expecting big things from them. They really just kind of stepped up. We've only had a few days of practice so far, but they really stepped up, and they're determined to have a great season. We had a first winning season last year since I think 2003.
Congratulations!
And, so these guys are really determined to kind of push us forward and keep that going.
What year are they? Because the football team is relatively young. We've got just a few seniors out there, but as far as the basketball team, are we dominating underclassmen or upperclassmen or?
Well, like I said, we have 5 seniors who are kind of paving the way for us, and we have a couple of juniors that I think will step up and help us, and maybe even a few sophomores. Zach Lyles has been playing. Had a great summer, and he's been doing well in practice. I think he's going to be a big part of our team as well. So.
Well, I know you've got a couple of kids out there that are in the range of 6'5", 6'6", or you tell me as far as their height, because there's some big boys out there.
Absolutely. We have our tallest players, actually about 6'8". Blake Senta, he seems like he's growing every day.
About as tall as his dad, I think. Maybe taller.
He's passed his dad up. So every time I see him, it looks like he's growing, and that's I'll take that. But we also have a few more. A couple 6'3" guys. We had a couple 6'6" guys last year. We'll miss them, but we'll be a pretty good-sized high school basketball team. I think we match up pretty well with most teams.
Now, who's going to be your leader on the court?
Well, I think our go-to guy. A lot of guys are looking to Blake at this point. He's had last year he had kind of his breakout season, and he's definitely just worked hard in the offseason and improved, and I think a lot of guys are looking to him to kind of lead the way. But really all of our seniors, Ricky Brown, Mac Ferguson, like I said, Blake, and Keith Miller, who's out on the football field, and Zach Zemlick, those guys just work very well together, and I think they'll do a great job with leadership.
Well, that's one of the things we talked about with Coach Bell, the head varsity soccer coach, kind of the mix between having soccer players and football players. And, of course, you just mentioned some of the football players play basketball as well. How do you deal or adjust to something like that, especially when practice starts and then you got the start of the season coming up?
Well, it's always somewhat of a challenge, but the kids are great. I mean, they obviously, we want them playing and representing KCD as many ways as possible. So
absolutely.
When football season ends, we just kind of roll those guys in, catch them up to speed, and the guys who've been there for a while obviously kind of help them along. And it takes a little bit of time for everybody to mesh, but once we get it down, it's not a big deal. And I mean, especially with basketball, a lot of teams deal with that with football kind of overlapping. So it's not really unique, but it's something we all deal with. But we manage it pretty well.
Well, talk about when's your first home game coming up.
First home game that's a good question. First home game is December 6th. I think I have that right. December 6th. Okay. We actually we're some road warriors the first week of our season. We have 3 away games, and then we come here and play Brown December 6th. And then that Saturday, December 10th, we play Cal at home, which is a big game for us. So.
Yeah. Because who is going to probably be your toughest game this year? Is that Cal, or you looking to a couple of different teams that are going to be real challenges for the basketball team?
We have a pretty tough schedule, especially opening up. We opened up at DeSales High School, which is the last 2 years they've been all-A state championship game.
Oh, boy.
So they have a pretty nice tradition there, and probably one of the best student sections I've ever seen.
Really?
It'll be a crazy environment for the guys, but it'll be a lot of fun. And, of course, we play district. Our district now, Ballard joined our district, which there are
boy.
teams in the state. We go to Eastern early on, too. So there are a lot of tough games on the schedule, but I think we're up to the challenge. So especially the seniors, they've seen them before. It's nothing new. They know what to expect, and they'll be ready.
Let's talk about your staff. Give me, I don't know who your staff is. Kind of introduce to the people that are out there watching us right now. Who do you have helping you on the team?
Well, right now we have a couple actually new guys. Justin Rascotti, the offensive coordinator, is going to be helping.
I'm not familiar with him. Let's talk about somebody else.
He's a good guy.
He gives me a hard time about U of L and Florida. I mean, come on. Kentucky plays Florida one day, and I get this text that says Gator bait. I mean, that wasn't very friendly, I don't think.
Well, he definitely has his. I guess he's pretty strong. Has strong opinions, I guess. But I'm excited to have him on board, and obviously doing a great job with football. And once that's over, he'll join us full time. Jeremy Hughes is another new coach. He'll be our JV coach. He's been at St. Albert's for the past probably 7 or 8 years, and so looking forward to kind of getting him in the mix as well. And then we have a student assistant, Miles Burton, who's going to help with the varsity.
Oh, great!
Who's a student at Bellarmine.
Yeah. Fantastic. All right. Well, this is one thing that we've done here with iHigh and 852 FX for the football season. Do we have any plans of doing this with basketball for the guys that are out there listening and hoping to see the basketball team on the internet?
Absolutely. We have a few games lined up already, and we're just looking forward to allow more people to watch us play and check us out. And we do host the All-A regional tournament this year, which is going to be huge for us, and we're hoping to get that on the internet as well.
So that's great. Now, what are the dates of that?
The dates are January the 19th to the 21st.
Good. So, and most games are going to be primarily on what days?
Primarily Tuesday, Friday.
Yeah.
That's mainly. There's a few mixed in on Thursdays and a couple Saturdays, but that's primarily the days. So.
All right, great. All right, well, Coach Booker, I wish you the best of luck this year. I hope you have a successful year. It's good having you here, and I do mean it. Next time I would like to interview your wife, not you, because I'm really good looking. You're not as good looking as I am. And, of course, Coach Holbrook always tells me I'm one to be on radio, not on television. So
we'll see what I can do.
I'm just having fun. Great having you here, Coach.
Yes,
Best
sir.
of luck to this 2011 and 2012 season. So that concludes our time here, Bearcats at the Half, with Coach Booker. Wish him the best of luck this year, and be back for more football. Bearcats are leading 38-0. Kickoff in 3 minutes. Stay tuned for more Bearcat football.
This broadcast is brought to you by ReliableTechHelp.com, your one-stop solution for all your technology needs. We support PC and Mac. We come to your home. We come to your office. We can support you remotely. If you've got a problem with your computer, your smartphone, your fax machine, your wireless network, anything that has to do with technology in your home or your office, give us a call. ReliableTechHelp.com, 502-797-7399. That's ReliableTech, Help.com, 502-797-7399.
Technology.
You want me to do something now? Hey, welcome back, Bearcat football fans. Jeff Holbrook here. Let's talk some statistics. Robert Schultz leading the way, 6 of 9 passing, 169 yards. That's not a bad first half. My middle school math degree, 6 for 9, that's 66.6 repeating percent. We'll take that, that's for sure. Jordan Duff was the leading receiver with 3 catches for 102 yards. Jacob Corey had 2 catches for 37 yards. On the ground, Isaiah Brents was our leading carrier, that is, with 6 carries for 32 yards. Nick Gorman with 2 carries for 36 yards. Khalil Wilson's lone catch was called back, that initial 70-yard bomb to start the game, which was unfortunate for him. But, you know, the Bearcats have had a nice run offensively with the statistics, and our defense is coming through well. We'll go to a break here, and we'll see you back in a minute for Bearcat football.
You're watching a live broadcast on IHI by 852 FX. Be ready, ball in, game on.
One, two, three, come on now. Let's get it funky.
852 FX. Be ready, ball in, game on.
All right, Bearcat fans, welcome back with 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the halftime. Bearcats are leading 38-0. Talk a few more about the year statistics, Jeff. That's the one thing that's just been absolutely amazing to me. That Khalil Wilson has 93 career catches. The school record is 110 by Chris Radford, who's a graduate from 2004. And, of course, Khalil's a junior. He's just going to nothing against Chris Radford, but I expect Khalil to just really, he'll probably reach the 110 this year alone. And no telling what he'll be able to do next year. But David Holtgrave, otherwise known as Gravy, he has school records for career extra points, career touchbacks, season extra points, made the longest field goal of 42 yards. He tied that actually with Campbell Brewer back in 07. He was a graduate from 08. And then, of course, Robert Schultz, he's got last year season records for 3,000 yards in passing, season touchdown passes, 30 last year, season completions, and a game passing of 444 yards. Now, it's a little different this year purely because the one thing that's nice about this team is it's more balanced. I mean, you've got Jordan Duff out there who's really proving to be a big runner for them. Isaiah Brent, you can't say enough about him. And you're not going to see as many yards passing because of that fact. And that's why we're probably going to have more success this year with our team than last year.
Yeah, that balance is crucial. You know, when a team can just bank on your passing game, that causes trouble, or vice versa. So the fact that we've got, a balanced attack is a good thing.
Well, you see the coaches meeting out there on the 50-yard line. I think they're having a little discussion, especially since there was a little bit of a disruption in the ball game last year. Getting a little concerned that this game could go out of hand, and the only way that Caverna would to be satisfied would be to retaliate. And you've seen a couple of personal foul calls so far, but hopefully it doesn't come down to that. I mean, it's a nice coaching staff on the Colonel side, and of course we know how you and I both feel about the Bearcat side, because we love our coach Tim Green, Matt Jones, and Justin Riscotti. Can't say enough about the other guys. Chris Hardy, as well as Herrick, thank you, and Nick Smith, all do a great job assisting, coming out here and building just a great football program for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it's great to have an alum on the sideline, and Chris Herrick. It's great to have him around the school quite a bit. Good family. His mother is a kindergarten assistant and has worked here for several years. He's just a great guy to have, great model for our kids.
One thing that David Hopegrave about to kick off, one thing that Max Bennett told me is that one of the practice, Chris got out there in full pads and was playing with him in practice.
That's funny.
So he's going to get it down about the 18-yard line. I'm not sure. I see Jordan Duff down here yelling about something. I didn't really see anything.
There's a questionable late hit, number 51. Whether it was a late hit or not, our kid got pummeled. Just got knocked on his backside.
It's football. That's going to happen.
That's right.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
So Jordan's out there. He's selling his product, but it's not going for any kind of sale to the referee out there. So ball's going to be marked on the 19-yard line. It's going to be second down. First down. I'm looking at the scoreboard. Of course, it's incorrect, but it's 1st and 10 for the Colonels on their own side. It's going to be complete pass. There's a hold out there, but
they got it.
Thank goodness there's a flag on the field. Going to be tackled by number 42, Nick Gorman. He gets it all the way out to the 37-yard line, but I'm certain that's coming back. Preliminary signal is going to be holding against the Colonels.
Impressive flag toss by the back judge. That was a good 20 yards in the air, Michael. Did you see that?
He looked just as good as Robert does throwing
Good
the football.
night. That was a laser.
Oh, my gosh. Well, when you're up 38-0, I mean, that it is nice to see other things like that, Jeff, so I commend you for that nice spot of him throwing that. So it's going to be marked all the way back to the 14-yard line. No, correction, it's going all the way back to the 9-yard line. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty against the Colonels. It'll be second down 20. First down 20. I'm still looking at the scoreboard, and it's still incorrect. But start of the second half, 11 minutes, 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Bearcats are leading. Trying to keep up with Coach Evans. Hopefully, Coach, if you're listening tonight, I'm saying the score and the time enough for you. So no gain on that play. Number 9, Anthony Phillips on that run. Looks like Tommy Stafiri is in the mix there.
Dalen Norris and Michael Stocker as well.
The ball's going to remain on the 11-yard line. It's going to be second down. Pretty much keeping up to the same defense that we had during the first half. And definitely the same players on the Caverna side, just purely because of numbers. But he's back to pass. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for number 15, Trevor Stevens. Trevor's a freshman. 5'8", 140-pounder. And he looks like he's 5'8", 140 pounds. Small little guy, but it's going to be ruled incomplete. It's going to be third down. 18 for the Colonels.
Tommy Stafiri a little too aggressive there. He tried to jump the flat. If he sits in the curl like he's supposed to, that's a pick 6 for him. Heard Coach Jones up here. It was pretty obvious when Tommy looks at the film. You got to stop that curl first. Not going to understand why they hit that flat earlier in the game. You want to jump it and make a big play. That's illegal.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it's illegal.
Yeah. Well, he's a freshman, so that's going to go against the Colonels for legal motion. Backs him up even further. It's going to be third and 23 for the Colonels. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast tonight. Good to be back online. Jeff, if you have any shout-outs out there, please contact Jeff on his email. Jeff, you want to give that address again?
Jeff.Holbrook, Jeff.HOLB as in Bearcats, ROOK, at kcd.org. Pick it, Jordan.
There's only intercept by Jordan up. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Touchdown, Bearcats! That touchdown's brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet. And that was just thrown up for grabs. I hate to say it's a great catch by Jordan, but then a great run.
Finish it right.
Exactly. That puts the score up to 44-0. David Holtgrave checks in, number 25. 10:36 left in the third quarter.
Good things happen when 23 touches the football.
Well, I think I mentioned it's good, and there is a penalty on the play. I'm not sure if that's another personal foul or not, Jeff.
I didn't see it. Benton Say looks like he got...
Well, I hadn't seen a call yet, but... that point after attempt is brought to you by 852fx.com and ihigh.com. So the referee's running over here to meet with Coach Green. They're still in the discussion out there in the middle of the field, talking to one of the Caverna players. So I'm assuming it's against the Bearcats. They're talking to number 51, Eric Denton, one of their captains. Big 300-pounder. Good athlete. Good speed for a guy that big.
If I was a gambling man, I'd say it's on him, the way the reaction was.
Point after attempt is good, and it is a personal foul against Caverna. So, and they're going to assess that on the kickoff. So that makes the score 45-0. So, yeah, you're probably right, though. They were talking to him, listen, you either settle down or you get out of the ball game. So, and this is where it gets out of hand. So, it's good to see the referees. And that's one thing Coach Green and the coach for Caverna, they met with the officials before the game started, knowing what had happened last year with the incident. And knowing that the officials have to take charge of this game, because it's not like we're trying to blow them out. That's not the case at all. It's just the numbers aren't there. And certainly we've been on the other side with this, too, against Holy Cross.
I've been on the other side of this several times.
And kickoff's going to go through the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, so the Bearcats will, or I'm sorry, the Colonels will take over on their own 20-yard line. Another nice kick by David Holtgrave with no return. So his no return record keeps going up.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt the touchback stats when you get to kick it off from the 45 there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to say Mike Best does make a really good sloppy Joe, Jeff.
The officials have just indicated that there will be a running clock.
Okay, so kind of like a mercy rule within baseball.
That's right.
Number 9, Anthony Phillips checks in. Coming up to the huddle. Call his play for the Colonels. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. He takes that pistol position. Now he's back to pass. It's complete. And he's out to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of about 5 yards.
Dalen Norris.
Getting a little chatter down there.
Yeah, a little extra activity after the play.
Well, you get to a point you just like, okay, let's get some of our starters out now before we get any kind of injuries.
Travis Abrams checks in. Freshman gets in for Jacob Corey at the defensive end position.
Ball is going to be marked on the just inside the 25. Let's call it the 24. Gain of 4 yards. Going to be 2nd down 6 for the Colonels. Again, as Jeff had mentioned before, the clock is not stopping. So Bearcats have a commanding lead of 45-0 over the Colonels. Really not much you can say other than Bearcats have done a great job. They've done their job, gotten it done, and continue to move on to hopefully reach their goal of really moving far down the road in the playoffs.
Come on,
nice scramble out there. Travis almost had him. It's going to be complete. He's going to be tackled by number 24, C. Brian, is his first name Brian?
Benton.
Benton C.
I believe it's pronounced
C.
Say.
Actually, Coach Sullivan corrected me.
Oh,
it's
good.
C.
Well,
so
just show you what I know. I thought I knew all 947 of Bearcats.
Oh, the reason why he knows it's Benton C is because Coach Sully told me that he taught his dad. Now, I don't know if I would have admitted that because that certainly does show the age of our good friend Coach Sullivan.
Coach Sullivan started teaching when he was 12.
Well, Anthony's back to pass. He's got a big one out there.
Josh.
It's going to be broken up by number 23, Jordan Duff.
That was actually 89 there.
Was it? I'm apologizing.
Yeah,
That was
Jordan's
89.
sideline.
Josh Spurrier.
Been nice to see him get an interception right there.
Yeah, he's a little upset with himself, and that's all right. Nice to see number 32, Keith Miller, kind of consoling him because he probably should have had one a little. That's right. Been there, done that. Well, it's now second down 10. Ball's placed on the 35-yard line of the Colonels. 7 minutes even left in the third quarter. That is something to see those pink socks out there. I'll tell you what.
Looks better than I thought it would. I was a little nervous going into this.
I love pink, Jeff. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Yeah, it's never been in my repertoire. Coach Day, I'll get one on.
There you go. That's going to be broken up by Cam Sample, number 54. Nice job. Intended for number 7, Aaron Reed. Anthony Phillips, the quarterback for the Colonels, just wasn't able to get that ball out there. He had a nice rush against them, and have we gotten any shout-outs yet, Jeff?
No, I haven't got one in a while. Just clicked the phone to see what was going on. I hadn't heard from anybody. Love to.
Well, I'm certain that the Gormans are listening tonight. I spoke to Stan before the ball game. He said his family was anxiously awaiting. I know with all the away games, I kept having family saying, well, their family wants to know when we're back on again. So hopefully you're able to join us tonight. Let us know you were. Again, we will be back on iHigh, 852fx.com next week. 7:30 start. Another home game. That'll be senior night. Nice run right there by the Colonels.
Solo tackle by Travis Abrams, the 81.
Number 2, Kalen Hatchett right there. Travis is a freshman, I believe.
That's right. His brother Tyler Abrams played for the Bearcats last couple years. He's, from what I understand, getting some playing time at the collegiate ranks. That's good.
Where's he playing?
I was afraid you'd ask me that. I know where he is, and for some reason I'm drawing a blank.
Well, the Colonels are back to punt. Jordan Duff is running back to about the 40-yard line. Timeout's been called. Timeout called by the Caverna Colonels, I believe. But with that, we're going to take a break. With 4 minutes, 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Bearcats are winning 45-0. We're going to take a quick break. Come back for more Bearcat football after these messages. Brought to you by Verizon 4G.
This broadcast is brought to you by ReliableTechHelp.com, your one-stop solution for all your technology needs. We support PC and Mac. We come to your home. We come to your office. We can support you remotely. If you've got a problem with your computer, your smartphone, your fax machine, your wireless network, anything that has to do with technology in your home or your office, give us a call. ReliableTechHelp.com, 502-797-7399. That's ReliableTech, T-E-K, help.com, 502-797-7399.
Welcome back, fans. Bearcats are winning 45-0 with 4:50 left in the third quarter. It's 4th down 4 for the Colonels.
Well, shout out to Tim Rice. Text me that Tyler Abrams is at Worcester College.
Thank you.
You the man, Rice.
I assume that's Worcester, Mass.
It ain't.
Oh, fake right there. He's going to be good for a first down. He's out to the
Benton.
50. He's going to be a great tackle right there by
Benton.
number 24, Benton C. Nice run right there by number 31, Dustin Daniels of the Colonels. That's going to put the ball down around the 35-yard line of the Bearcats. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Colonels. I don't have a problem with that. I'm glad they did it. Glad they got a first down. In fact, I don't have a problem if they get a touchdown. You just, I guess I think a little differently anymore. You see these small schools because we've been there, done that. We've been absolutely demolished by different schools. And you want to just kind of a little reward is making a single touchdown or scoring a little bit when you know the game is totally out of hand anyway. Anthony Phillips is back to pass. He's going to run it. He's getting a little rush there by the Bearcat defense. He's got some room to run, but he's going to be tackled about the 29-yard line. Number 40, Marcus Llewellyn, and Josh Spurrier, number 89, both combined to take him down to the ground. Did a nice job. I like seeing Marcus out there. He's quick.
Yeah, he is. He's a good kid. Works hard out there.
Dad's originally from Chicago, Illinois. Big Bears fan.
Yeah, we won't talk about where he went to college. He's a DePaul University alum. Being a Wabash man in the Monon Bell game, Mr. Llewellyn and I have had quite a few conversations about that. One of the best rivalries in college football. It's a Division III rival. When I played the 100th game, the record was 45, 45, and 9.
Wow.
And the Little Giants won the first century.
Wow. A little fumble there by Anthony. He's going to be down right there by number 70. Ben Rice. So I'm sure Coach Rice is a little excited for his son. I want to know what Coach Rice is doing and why he isn't at this ball game. Why is he watching this on the internet?
That's a good question.
Is he afraid of the cold weather?
He's a northerner. he's not cold. This is sauna for him. So I don't think that's the issue. Maybe a big hockey game tonight. Maybe he's getting his golf game ready for tomorrow. Wouldn't surprise me either.
Caverna comes back out here. It's 3rd down 10. Ball's on the 35-yard line. He's got a good rush by the defense coming on.
There's
Beautiful pass all the way out to number 31, Dustin Daniels, and Dustin just couldn't bring it in. That was a perfect pass by Anthony Phillips. He should have caught that.
I got to admit, it brings back some old memories. At my high school, we were purple and white, and I was number 31. See that 31 running around out there? That's funny. Hadn't seen a purple and white team in a while. We never threw the ball. I was a receiver on a veer option team.
On a beer option?
None of that.
It's 45-0. What else am I supposed to talk about?
I was a very good boy in high school. I was the dare role model. Nice
rush right there. He's going to be
Stocker.
All the way out to the 44-yard line. Michael Stocker, number 6, he did a great job. Absolutely no one blocking him. Michael's done a nice job tonight. He's really stepped it up.
He had a couple rough plays early in the game. I think Coach got him out and maybe gave him an earful. And he's really responded.
Yes, he has. The Bearcats are going to take over on down. So many first down Bearcats as they take over on their own 44-yard line. A little surprised that the starting offense is still coming out here. You got Nick Gorman in the backfield along with Tommy Stafiri. Khalil Wilson out here close side. Oh, it's a beautiful pass all the way out to Khalil. It's caught! He's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's going to be first down for the Bearcats. Beautiful Beautiful catch. Beautiful pass right on line, Jeff.
Yeah, that was very pretty. Hit a guy in his face, too, number 17.
Exactly.
Blitz, hit him right in the gut as he released that football.
Did a great job of catching, because that takes really good concentration to be able to see that ball coming in with the hands in the face. But he did a great job, and that was an on-line pass by Robert Schultz. I gave Robert a little bit of a hard time. I told him I'd talk good about him if he committed to UK, but if he's not going to, then I'm going to just really rip him apart and never say a good thing about him, especially if he goes to Vanderbilt. Man, I tell you what, if he goes to Vanderbilt, I'll never hear the end of it, not only from Coach Green, but from my wife as well, who's an alma mater of Vanderbilt.
Oh, she's a Commodore. I didn't realize that.
Unfortunately, she is. So at the end of the third quarter, Bearcats are leading 45-0. That's first down 10 on their Colonel 12-yard line. We're going to take a short break. Come back with us, more Bearcat football after these messages.
You're watching a live broadcast on IHA by 852 FX. Be ready, fall in, game on.
One, two, three, come on now. Let's get it from the
Yeah. 852 FX. Be ready, fall in, game on.
At the start of the fourth quarter, Bearcats are first and 10 on the Colonel 12-yard line. Waiting the snap. Tommy Safiri's got it. He's all the way down to the 5. He's still moving, but he's going to be tackled just inside the 5-yard line. But we'll call it the 5. It'll be second down for the Bearcats. Clock's going to continue to run the rest of the ball game since we've got a dominating lead here. And Robert Schultz is going to check out, and freshman Blake Phillips is going to take over for the Bearcats now. Oh, fumbles the ball. It's going to be recovered by the Colonels.
Looked like a guard, pulling guard, tripped him up in the backfield.
Yeah. Well, that's going to happen with the freshman, but that's okay. Got his head down a little bit, but I'm sure the coaches will be able to pick him up, so don't worry about it. Next play. So the Colonels are going to take over on the their own 10-yard line. They're going to be first and 10. 10:50 left in the ball game. Bearcats winning 45-0. Chilly night tonight. Supposed to get down to 39 degrees, almost, I think, even lower than that. They were talking about possible freeze tonight.
Yeah.
Nice run out there. Oh, they didn't call it, thank goodness, but it looked like a face mask out there.
That's Pfeiffer, Jacob Pfeiffer.
It was Jacob Pfeiffer, number 7. Nice tackle out there by him. Solo tackle, but the ball is going to be placed out there on the 27-yard line. It's going to be first and 10 for the Colonels. 10 minutes left in the ball game. Hopefully we got somebody listening out there. I'd love to hear from you. But I know we're fighting the U of L Rutgers game that's going on. It's
well, I know Rice is listening. He said something about he's eating snacks or something.
Well, bring me some. Number 7, Aaron Reed with a big run right there. He's going to get a first down and more. He's all the way out to the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Marcus Fluellen checks in on the Bearcat defense. Number 8, Jack Pike, is going to check out. That first down is brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet. An 852 FX Sports video and live streaming at iHigh.com. And as usual, we certainly appreciate the guys coming out here, Kevin Stammerman and his staff, bringing this to you streaming over the internet. Michael Bennett alongside Jeff Holbrook with me. It's going to be a run out by number 31, Dustin Daniels. Nice tackle right there.
Pfeiffer.
Yep. Jacob Pfeiffer gets about a 5-yard gain right there for the Colonels. It's going to be 2nd down. Right there, just inside on the Colonel side of the 50-yard line. 2nd down, 5. Colonel's getting position. Number 7, Aaron Reed's back there under center. All right, number 9, I'm sorry. Anthony Phillips, number 7. Got some big running out there all the way down to the 32-yard line. It's going to be good for a 1st down. He's forced out of bounds by several of the Bearcats. Oh, there goes some more penalty flags right there. Hate to see that with just under 8 minutes left in the ball game. This is not what we want to see. This is not what we need. But I'm sure Coach Green is going to have a few things to say about that after the ball game. But good to see our players running away from it. Just no need for it in this kind of a ball game. I know it's been a tough season. Colonels are 1-7, but you got to keep a good attitude and work hard and strive to be better and not really take it out on the other players that are really just putting a thumping to you.
I left you for a second there. I wanted to double check something as I noticed that Benton C in this original roster that we've got is number 82. And when I see a number 82 out there, so oh boy. So Coach Jones helped me out. 82 is Jay Green. I didn't think that was Benton, so we were right at number 24 earlier. And I saw it. I thought we might have been calling the wrong Bearcat out there, so I wanted to get that clarified.
Yeah, Jay's been doing a lot of great work on the JV team. Young man that's been playing wide receiver for us and caught a lot of balls. He's a tall kid. And,
yeah, he's lanky.
Absolutely. And hopefully we'll be able to build with some speed one of these days, and he'll just be a real threat for the offensive scheme in this Bearcat team. Colonel's back in the pistol position, waiting the snap. It's going to be a run out there, and Travis Abrams got him. He's dragging a little bit, but he gets some help by other defenders out there. He gets a gain of about 4 yards. Nice tackle by Travis. It's going to be 2nd down, 6 for the Colonels. Ball is going to be placed on the 48-yard line of the Bearcats. 5 minutes, 35 seconds left in the ball game. Bearcats are leading 45-0.
Yeah, was that Perry Fortney entering the ball game down there? That's good to see.
Yeah, it is Perry Fortney out there, freshman. Little brother of Denny Fortney, who's been one of our dominating defenders on this Bearcat team. Between him and Emilio. Nice run right there. Marcus does a great job of putting him to the ground. Number 9, Anthony Phillips on that run right there. The freshman quarterback received a concussion last week. I'm surprised to see him out here playing, but he got cleared. Nice run right there, but Marcus put a hit on him. But the run's going to be good for a conversion of a 1st down for the Colonels. Ball is going to be placed on the 36-yard line.
We're going to have to ask Coach Green for an updated roster. We got number 58 out there. I don't know if that's Denny Smith or not. That's not his number. He's 62 on the roster.
No.
He's moving around quickly. Denny Smith looks like he's up there at defensive end. I know him well. Can't quite get a read on who 58 might be.
Number 7. Aaron Reed's in motion. It's going back to pass. Oh, nice tackle right there. It's complete to number 31, Dustin Daniels.
Oh, nice hang-on tackle right there. Who was that?
I don't know what the penalty was there.
Unless somebody grabbed the face mask. Samad Baridi with a touchdown-saving tackle. He might have grabbed something.
Did he indicate face mask?
I haven't seen an indication yet.
He just showed it to us. But
I was looking down at the roster trying
I couldn't tell if it was. The glare of the lights was in my way, so I couldn't really tell. But I believe it was a face mask.
August Blocker hustling into the ball game.
Good to see number 61 out there. Another freshman able to get into the ball game.
I believe they called a horse collar tackle.
Okay, checks in for number 24, Benton C. Benton runs out of there. He's had a lot of good playing time tonight. It's going to be a run play, but he's going to be thrown for a loss.
Thought maybe the ball came loose.
Uh-oh. Here we go
no.
again. Now, let's see, I'm tired of that. I hate to say that on air, but this is getting ridiculous. They just need to take some of these players and ask them to just not play anymore in this ball game. But I didn't see anything dirty out there on our side, Jeff.
I couldn't see anything either.
Just a lot of frustration going on out there on the Colonel side. And it's a shame to see, but takes the ball back to the 7-yard line. It's going to be second down and goal for the Colonels. Dustin Daniels is the one that really got aggravated on the Colonel side. They took him out of the ball game, and he slammed his helmet down to the ground. So he's a senior, and I guess it's just frustrating when it's the last season. It's going to be intercepted by the Bearcats.
Samad Baridi, I believe.
Samad Baridi, it is. He takes it out to the 5, almost 6 or 7 yard line.
You know, maybe the wise play would have been to just keep that in the end zone, but I don't blame him for seeing a dream come true and a pick 6 and a 104-yard return. Great play, Samad.
The team, Cam Sample, comes out there congratulating the crowd downstairs, gives him a big hand. Great job by Samad. I love seeing him out there. He wasn't able, had to suffer through a few injuries at the beginning of the year, but good to see him out there playing and really producing for the Bearcat varsity team. Ball is going to be marked just inside the 10-yard line, but we'll call it the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats on their own side of the field.
Looks like the JV offense is coming in.
It is. It's all the JV players getting out there. Just under a minute left in the ball game. Bearcats are leading 45-0, and looks like it's going to pretty much stay that way.
Is that Fluellen at running back?
It is. Marcus, number 40.
Oh, that's
Marcus Fluellen.
Visions of his father back there. He was quite the football player at DePaul, as I mentioned earlier.
And a baseball player, if I remember correctly. Oh, he's running out to the 10-yard line, out to
Marcus,
the 15.
Go, Marcus.
Good job. Oh, nice hit by the Colonels. Tackle by number 52. And 52, Neelix Crane, and
Marcus gets a nice round of applause. Good for him.
Definitely. Well, that's going to be the ball game, folks. 5 seconds left in the ball game. Players are lining up. Great win by them. They took the task at hand and accomplished their goal. Bearcats are 7-2. Can't say anything better than that. We will host our first ever home game on the campus of Kentucky Country Day. So, Jeff, great ball game tonight.
Good to be back.
Absolutely. Next week, folks, we'll be here on iHighDeck.com at 852.com as well. So please join us as we have our senior night that night as well as homecoming. So please come back. This is Michael Bennett saying so long. Bearcats win 45-0 over Caverna Colonels. Take care. Phew.